Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be unnecessary romantic self-sabotage. So this is an interesting email because this particular guy, he's reading my book, trying to follow along with things, and then he becomes totally overwhelmed by his irrational fears when he's on a date with this girl that he really liked. And this girl obviously really liked him because when they first met, she asked him if she could kiss him, and she did. And so he goes out on the date, and about an hour into it, he kind of panics. He's like, oh, I'm going to screw this up. Let me end it now. So he tries to end the date early, and then the girl takes it as a rejection. And then later on, he pukes up all of his insecurities and his fears and his doubts and talks about his emotions like all the feminists tell you to do. And he basically acts like an insecure chick. And then he ends up hanging out with her and he's thinking, hey, I'm turning this around. And then later at the end of the night, he wants to kiss her and she wants nothing to do with it. And he's thinking, what did I do wrong? So he basically talked her out of liking him. And so you can kind of see this. I mean, this happens. It's like, you can imagine it. If you become hijacked by your fears, you become overwhelmed. Like in this case, this guy wanted to get the hell out of there. He's thinking, I better leave and end the date early because she's not going to like me if I stick around too long. And so he's driven by his fears, and he literally caused a situation to happen where she didn't like him. And he screwed it up. And he's scratching his head, why? It's like he did it to himself. You have to feel the fear, and you have to do it anyway. I mean, if she's with you, if she's on a date, make the best of it and see what happens. The goal is to apply the fundamentals of what's in 3% Man so you can successfully seduce her. And so I got a quote that I wrote, and we'll go through his email. The quote says, in order to get what you want in life, you must take action in spite of your fears instead of becoming hijacked by them. Fears are the greatest destroyers of dreams and goals because people tend to avoid what they fear, despite the fact that getting what they want in life requires taking action even when they are fearful or uncertain about the outcome. If you don't conquer your fears, you will be conquered by them and never reach your full potential. So true. So let's go through his email. He says, hi, Corey. This girl that I met at a party I conversed with according to the book's criteria. Obviously, he's talking about this sweet book here that you can read for free at understandingrelationships.com. Just subscribe to the email newsletter. Everything went well. I left after an hour or two, and she asked if she may kiss me. I obliged. Everything sounds good. It looks like the girl's really into him because she asked to kiss him. For our second date, things went really well, but after an hour, for some reason, probably because I felt insecure and needed to end it before I started fucking up, I tried calling it a night. So you can tell what his mindset is. I'm not good at this. This is not going to work. If I spend too much time with her, she's going to find out what I'm really like, and then she's not going to like me. So what does he do? He does something totally weird and out of the ordinary. Basically communicates, hey, I'm not interested in you. I'm cutting the date short. And so here's her reaction. She asked me if she did something wrong, and I started thinking, what the fuck am I doing? Yeah, dude, what the hell are you doing? And she called me out on it and pressured me to tell her why. And so this is where, because you're giving off the vibe that you're not into her, and in her mind, she's thinking, I like this guy. She kissed him, and now she's on a second date. She seems like it's going well, and now you want to get the hell out of there. She's thinking she did something wrong. But that's not it. Remember, women love confident men. And so the next things I'm going to read, while you're listening to me read these things, does this sound like the actions of a confident guy or a guy who's seen too much bullshit feminist propaganda? I basically opened up about a past relationship. He says, come on, man. On the first date, I was like, yeah, come on, man. And the date turned all serious. Well, as 3% Man says, love is playful and fun. Hang out, have fun, hook up. But instead, he's basically saying, well, I got hurt in a past relationship, and I'm damaged goods, and I have no confidence, and I don't believe myself. And the real reason why I was trying to end the date early is because I don't think I'm worthy. That's basically what he told her. After a bit of talking, we had a reset and kept drinking and talking. I felt like I was actually turning it around again. Well, at that point, her feelings had completely changed. Because you just basically told her, I'm a Fruit Loop. I'm messed up. You shouldn't want me. All the things that you feared, you basically revealed to her. That you didn't feel worthy. And she's going to go, oh, you know what? You're not worthy. And you'll see that at the end of the date when we get to that part. We had a traditional sake together, and it was kind of cool. After a while, I said, I want to move to another place, and she said, where to? I said, do you want the nice answer or the bad answer? She says both. The nice answer was, I'll thank you for the evening, kiss you goodnight, and walk home so we can both get back to our studies tomorrow. The bad answer is that I'll invite her home to my place. She chose the latter. So he's thinking, I got this. She's mine now. Cunnilingus, here I come. After taking a cab that she paid for, we got into my room. We started talking and enjoying a bottle of wine. She started opening up about some sad aspects of her life and her issues. Boy, this sounds like such a fun date. It's like a therapy session. So it went from being a date to he turned into her gay male girlfriend. Cool by her, and after a while of talking and listening to music, I even performed a bit for her. I went and told her and said, I really want to kiss you now. And I go for the move. Well, men don't ask for permission to kiss. It's like if she's ready to be kissed, if she's given the signs that are in the book, then you kiss her. Doesn't sound like he was paying attention to that. He's just going, hey, this is the time where I kiss her now. She shies away and says she'd like to wait. Huh? She'd like to wait. Really, this is the same girl that asked if she could kiss him when she thought he was confident and had his shit together the first time they met, after only talking for an hour or two. But now she's like, I'd like to wait. So in other words, what she's really saying is, I'm not interested in kissing you, bro. You totally turned me off. But thanks for the entertainment. And by the way, can you play another song for me? I like the fact that you're a performing dancing seal. I asked her if she feels right with it, and she says it's an intimate thing for her to kiss. What? Remember, after they first met, within an hour or two, she's asking him for permission to kiss him. So where do you think her interest is at this point? It's obviously platonic, and she's not interested. He literally talked her out of liking him. The thing he feared most is exactly what he did. We keep talking for another hour, and then she has to leave. I go for the kiss again, but she gets offended almost because I didn't respect her decision. I'm just confused, Corey. How come she insists on kissing me on the first time we see each other, but she shies away from it the first time, or this time? Well, because you were mysterious and you were confident when they first met, and she wanted to kiss you. And you're making the mistake of thinking the way she felt those first 2 hours when you met applied at the end of the night after your train wreck date, after you basically turned her into your mommy and your therapist, and you talked her out of liking you. Did I fuck it up too much? Yes, you did. Have I turned into a gay male girlfriend? It looks that way if you look at her actions. Please help me. I can't get my mind off of her. Well, I wouldn't call or text her for any reason. If she does reach out, invite her over to make dinner at your place, hang out, have fun, and hook up. Don't meet her out. Don't pick her up. Don't do any of those things. Just follow the script and 7 principles to get an ex back. But it looks like you're probably never going to hear from her again because put a fork in it, dude. You can't behave this way on a date with a woman, especially when it was really into you and you act like that. You know, if you're feeling the fears inside, you've got to exercise emotional self-control. Bite your tongue, bite your lip, put a tack in your shoe and press down on it firmly with your heel or your toes and have that be the pain that you're feeling to help overwhelm what you're mentally feeling. Whatever it takes, dude, you've got to exercise self-control. And as 3% Man talks about, you got to be thinking, is what I'm about to say to this woman going to make me look more attractive and masculine in her eyes, or is it going to turn her off? And obviously, all the things that you vomited all over her, you basically talked her out of liking you. You did the opposite of what the book teaches. So I would encourage you to read the book 10 to 15 times. And don't ever do this shit again, because it doesn't work. It's not good. No bueno. it's just going to give you a bad case of blue walls. And this is the kind of shit that girls will talk, and then that can get around that, you know, it's not good for your reputation. So knock that shit off. Don't do it again. So if you'd like to get my help personally, go to understandingrelationships.com, click the products tab at the top of your screen, and book a coaching session with yours truly. Until next time, I will talk to you soon.